Hello, my name is Chris if you didn't already know, and welcome to my show SmegChris Review. Before I get started with the movie review, I want to quickly talk about this new comic book I've bought. It's called Prodigy and it's written by Mark Millar, the guy who created Kick-Ass. The art is pretty cool too, it's by Raphael Albuquerque. This isn't your usual superhero fare. It's about this character Edison Crane, who we discover has been a prodigy since birth, hence the title. We do meet him in his early years learning what he can do, but we do eventually see him as an adult. By then he's a multi-billionaire, solving world problems, winning 6 chess championships at the same time, and performing stunts for children. The story kicks up a gear when Edison is asked to solve a mystery that's happening in Australia. This is all in the first issue and I'm already hooked. It's a shame it's only a mini-series, there's only going to be 6 issues. But if you are a comic book collector, I urge you to check it out. Talking of comic books, it's now time to give my review on the latest DC Comic Books movie, Aquaman. Currently #1 in the UK, and it has been there for 3 weeks, despite the fact that there's been a Spider-Man cartoon film come out, a Bumblebee film, and Mary Poppins Returns. And rightly so, the film is fantastic. It is visually stunning, from a lonely lighthouse to the grand scale of Atlantis. The costumes have been the closest to the comic book characters that I've ever seen. Even Black Manta's, despite the fact he looks ludicrous in the comic books, but for some reason he looks great on screen. The story is easy enough to follow, and despite the fact that the film is on for 2 hours and 23 minutes, it felt a lot shorter than that. Not surprising, seeing as there was a battle at every opportunity. But I'm not dissing that, because every battle, every fight was awesome. This film really is brilliant. There are a few discrepancies though. Whenever someone was talking underwater, they had this sort of echo twinge that I found quite annoying. But eventually I got used to it. There was also a moment just before a battle in an arena where some drums were being played, in the depths of the sea, by an octopus. I shook my head at that one. There was also something else right at the beginning that bothered me, but I can't talk about it because it's a spoiler. Apart from those few little things, I found the movie to be tremendously enjoyable. Every character was well developed, and I love the banter between Aquaman and Mera. The chemistry there seemed so real and natural. Jason Momoa seemed like he was born to play this role. He obviously enjoyed playing Aquaman. Now, I know that Batman v Superman and Justice League were panned by the critics, despite the fact that I love them, and pretty much everyone else that I've talked to have agreed with me. But apparently one of the reasons is that DC movies are far too dark. While Aquaman is quite the opposite. It's bright, it's vibrant, and it has lots of humour. If DC continues this trend, then maybe the critics will stop moaning. Oh wait a minute, I forgot about that munchkin who gave it a bad review in The Sun recently. Shows what he knows, doesn't it? Muppet. Aquaman is one of the best superhero movies of the year, and I give it a... Aquaman's diving technique gets a 10 though. Well, that's it for this episode. It's time for me to go. So I shall say thank you for watching and subscribing if you have, and liking this video if you did. Until the next time, peace out. For those of you who are waiting for me to do a top 10 films of 2018, I'm going to get around to it eventually. I've still got to review Mary Poppins Returns, and I've still got to watch Bumblebee and review it as well. And you know me, I'm quite lazy, so by the time I do get around to doing the top 10 films of 2018, I might have to add 2019 to that list as well. I'm not that lazy, I don't think.